She was 20 when she disappeared. Disappeared is what they called it in the town she once called home, but not many worried over it. Before she was gone, she would talk about how suffocated she felt in the town. How she had seen everything there was to see and done everything else 3 times. She would declare, after 1 or 2 too many at the local bar, that she was meant for bigger things. Better things. She was long gone in so many ways that when she just stopped being there one day, most didn't even give it a second thought. They all accepted, too easily, that she had finally just left. Disappeared into the life she was always bragging she was destined for. The world she appeared in frightened her at first, as she found herself there suddenly, between the space of 2 blinks. She did not fall asleep one place and awake somewhere else. She stood on her porch, keys in one hand, phone in the other, preparing to be home for the evening. And then she wasn't. Suddenly, she was standing with her keys in one hand, her phone in the other, at the base of a mountain so tall most of its girth disappeared into clouds. She could have screamed, but she did not. Later, she would scream. She would scream when she should not have, at the most inopportune time. But that was later. In this first moment, she did not scream, when she would have been most able, most alone, least likely to be heard. Instead, she stood there, blinking up at what she thought was the exhaustion-produced illusion of a mountain. She shoved her keys forward, as though the door were still there, and was startled as they jabbed backward in her hand against the solid force of the behemoth mountain. Those first few hours were precious, and she squandered them. When they told her story, they always called it a fairy tale. A thing where good triumphs over evil, where wrongs were made right, and the girl got the boy. They told her story as though it were something to strive for. They were wrong. If anything, her story were a pixy tale. It was a thing with teeth, where you could not always tell good from evil, where righting wrongs took another wrong and twisted a person into something wretched, where the girl got the boy and the boy was more than she bargained for, where the girl had the boy only until the boy had the girl and taught her to unmake herself. No. Her story was not to be replicated.